In all of my time blogging, there is one question that I have yet to see an answer for, and it's an important one. Is blogging going to die? Well, I have an answer for you, but it all revolves around one very crucial thing, and I guarantee you're probably doing this one crucial thing wrong. Keep watching and let's talk about it. When I first got into blogging, it was all peaches and rainbows, right? I mean, I was completely sold on the idea of being able to create a passive income from a website. All you have to do is just build the website, slap some ads on it, and then do some affiliate marketing, and then you're going to make tens of thousands of dollars. Now, that's a little bit more simplistic of how the process actually works, but that's essentially the 30,000 foot overview of what we're doing. But there's one crucial thing that if we completely ignore, it will be the end of blogging, and that's only focusing on one monetization strategy. But the thing is, we focus on one monetization strategy, maybe two, and that's usually going to be display ads and affiliate marketing. But why is that the case? Easy. Because it's easy, right? But it's also, dare I say, lazy. Okay. It is a lazy thing to really only focus on just display ads and affiliate marketing. It's great to get a site ramped up, but you need to be able to diversify the amount of ways that you're going to be making money with your site. Otherwise, it's going to die. So today I want to share 5 outside of the box monetization methods that you can start employing today to start making more money with your websites right now. So the number 3 monetization method is one that I was blind to for a very long time, but I'm learning more and more to appreciate it now, and that is memberships. Within your business, whatever business you happen to be running, there is this 3-letter acronym that you need to know and need to do everything you can to try to build it up. And that's called MRR, or monthly recurring revenue. This is the holy grail for almost any business nowadays. Back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I mean even as much as about a year ago, everything was high ticket this, high ticket that, have as many, offers as possible, have your little value ladder, have a whole bunch. That's no longer the case. Everyone is switching to membership models. It might be a little bit of a cheaper price point, but one thing that it does for our businesses is that it helps to insulate us, especially when there are economic downturns. And I know a lot of people might be saying, well, Chris, I don't want to have to create content every week just to keep people happy. Well, I mean, then why run a business, right? Okay, I mean, why even do it if you're worried about that kind of thing? But if you worry about that too much, then you're going to end up talking yourself out of it and not doing it. But the importance of memberships and monthly recurring revenue is super important. So there's something that you can do to try to mitigate the fact that you will need to create content to keep people happy month after month. And the first thing to do is to manage expectations. So don't go in there saying that you're going to be creating content every other day for people and doing this and doing that. No, just go in there and say, you know what? Once a month, I'm going to put out a new training. I'm going to put out a new video. I'm going to help you do something. I'm going to do a live training where we all just kind of get together and chat, or whatever it happens to be. Present the offer. One of my favorite books is $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. Go check out that book. It shows you how to structure an offer so that people will feel stupid saying no to it, right? And that's really what you want your offer to be, just that awesome. So once you come up with a good offer, go ahead and start presenting it to your audience. Even if you have 0 audience, if you have a website, even if it's a few people coming to your website, start creating a monthly membership just so that you can get some consistent money coming in with your blog. And that's really going to make a huge difference for you and your business. When it comes to pricing these memberships, just remember, they don't have to be like super insanely priced. I know about some very successful memberships where it's only like $9, and the girl just helps people build their email list and send emails and things of that nature. And she has a lot of people doing it. If you can get $9 over and over again from hundreds and hundreds of people, then you're going to be doing pretty good with your business. That's one of the reasons that I started oneblogaway.co, so that I can give people help with blogging and affiliate marketing and SEO, and be able to turn this into a full-time income and not have to pay super ridiculous prices. You can get there at a very cheap and affordable price point, and then as you come in, you can binge on everything that's there and then stay for as long as you want, right? It's up to me to try to keep you there. So doing that kind of thing is going to help you, as well as doing this for your niche sites or whatever website you happen to have at the time. Now, this next one is going to be a little controversial, right? So the number 2 out of the box monetization strategy that you should be using is selling ad space. Now, when I say selling ad space, I mean things such as banner ads on your website, sponsored buying guides on your website as well, priority placement within that buyer's guide, sponsored newsletters. That's another really big one that a lot of people are doing nowadays, but they're doing it because it works. And companies are paying to get in front of these audiences because it's a lot more expensive to promote on social media now. Because of the rising costs with Facebook ads and YouTube ads and all of these companies are looking for alternative ways to get in front of influencers in these spaces and be able to speak to their directly to their audiences, whether it's putting a banner on a website, whether it's just showing up in an email or a newsletter or whatever it happens to be. You are going to be able to make money on just owning the audience. Now, the reason I say this one is a bit controversial because you can have companies paying you in order to put their products higher up on your page or something. You will need to be very careful with this because you do want to keep your integrity when it comes to creating the content on these particular subjects. So I wouldn't accept money for a sponsored buyer's guide or bringing people up higher on a post if I didn't at least use the product and know that it was a good product and it's not a scam or going to hurt people. So it's just another alternative monetization strategy that you can use on your website. The one thing that this whole, process requires is that you need to reach out to these companies. And a lot of people are afraid to do that. You have to remember, you own your website. You own an asset. It's not just a website, it's an asset because you have a way to get people who are interested in one particular thing to your website, and you can market to them because you know what that audience of people would want. And in my opinion, the quickest way to do this is to start building an email list. Whether you're creating content on a blog, which is definitely what I recommend, or if you're doing it on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, wherever you have it to be, your main purpose needs to get people onto your email list. Change that from audience that you don't own to, leads that you do own, right? So that's what the whole process is. And by doing that, you gather the audience and now you can promote stuff to them that you knew that they would be interested in by reaching out to companies that want to get in front of your audience. Now, a couple of things that I do like about this number one option is that it's very easy to do and is extremely passive. And that is creating downloadable information products for your website. Now, this right here can literally be anything, right? It could be templates, it could be patterns, PDF workbooks, Photoshop filters, custom spreadsheets, checklists, patterns, lesson plans. You see the list just kind of goes on. You're just looking for something that your audience is going to want, but it doesn't have to be super expensive. In fact, what I would recommend is that if you have an email list, even if you have 3 people on there, send them an email and ask them what they're interested in. Poll them, try to figure out what their wants are, but most importantly, what their pain points are so that you can find a way to make it easier and they're willing to open up their wallets to be able to pay you to help them out of a jam. If you really want to keep this as cheap as possible, then simply use PayPal or use Gumroad or anything like that to gatekeep the information. That way, when they sign up, that it's automatically released to them and you don't have to really touch it at all. You can just see the revenue and income coming in. This is really as simple as just creating a landing page on your website and then going to like Canva and just giving it some type of face, something on the front of it, just to let people know what it is. Come up with some fancy, cheesy marketing name that works for it. And that way people will want it and then want to give you some money for it. After that, add a call to action to your website and then have it in your autoresponder as well for your email so that it automatically sends the pitch to sell these kind of things to the people who are landing on your website, and you can start making money passively with this. Another ninja trick that you can use if you're really stumped on what you can create a downloadable information product on is just go to Etsy.com and search your niche. See what types of things are popping up, what things are selling very well and are more popular. You can, if you really want to get a little crazy with it, you can download their thing and just, change it up and make it look nice and original. And, you just were inspired by them. You're not taking it from you. You're being inspired by them. You create the content and you slap it on your website and you start selling it. But at the end of the day, it really depends on you getting people to your website. So if you want help getting people to your website, check out the video right there where I reveal to you a awesome little SEO hack that works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.